Right then guys, welcome. I'm just taking this little rare opportunity to get out and have a quick ride. The roads are still a bit damper than I would prefer, to be honest, but it's not raining and it's not like standing water. Still a bit sort of greasy and that, but not a lot you can do. So I haven't been out for a ride for a couple of weeks because of the bad weather and all that shit. So I just thought I'd get out and have a quick blast around now, whilst we have the chance. Yeah, the other Lambretta's coming along nicely. I'll do you a little update on that actually when I get back. Just show you around what I've been doing. Managed to fix the backlight, which I couldn't get to work before. It's everything appears fine now, so as soon as these other missing bloody parts come, I can build it together and it's done. Yeah, I had quite a lot of trouble starting this, to be honest. When I first came back to it, I was having a little look around it last night and I thought, oh, I'll give it a quick start. I couldn't get it started. I thought, shit, because I've been having a little bit of trouble with the stator. I don't know if you know what that is, but it's to do with the ignition and, you know, provides the spark. And it's sort of at very high revs for prolonged periods. It sort of starts to be missing a bit. It just feels a bit weird. I'm fairly sure it's to do with the electric supply sort of thing. So when it wouldn't start at all, I just thought, oh, for fuck's sake. I thought, well, that's it. The stator's well and truly gone. But so I took the spark plug out and put it back into the, you know, into the HT cap thing, into the suppressor cap. Touched it onto the engine mount, which is obviously earthing it. And there was a really good spark. And I thought, well, fuck it. You know, it must be all right. But that can also be a bit deceiving because getting a spark from a spark plug in open air, as I understand it, it can still be different when it's under the sort of pressure and the vacuum of being inside the cylinder. So there was a chance, even though that I had a good spark when it was out of the scooter, that it still wouldn't start. But anyway, I just banged it all back together and sort of stood there giving it a few more kicks. A little tip for you as well, which not a lot of people seem to know. If you're just sort of kicking it, nothing sort of seems to be happening, there's obviously a possibility that you're going to flood it. In some circumstances, not all, but some circumstances, if you hold the throttle sort of wide open or pretty much open, then give it a few kicks, it gives it a chance to sort of pull more air in and push more fuel out of the exhaust, if you will. So that's what I did and it worked. So I opened up the throttle, give it a kick, and it sort of fired a little bit, which it hadn't done previously. A couple more kicks like that and it was away. It started up. Well, I mean, there's a lot of oil and smoke and shit, but there's going to be when it hasn't been run for a while. So that's pretty much it. I've got it going. So I thought I'll get out and have a quick blast while I can. Yeah. Sorry boys, I got distracted there, as you do. Yeah, so I hope you've had a nice Christmas and all that. Happy New Year. I had a pretty nice time, nothing special, just sort of spent a lot of time at the Working Men's Club, to be honest, getting pissed. And obviously, other than that, I've just been in the garage all the time, fixing up the other Lammy. Provided I get the parts delivered tomorrow or Friday, it can definitely be finished by the end of Saturday. You know, I have every component there for a Lambretta, apart from the obvious bits that I was referring to, the rubbers and that. So as soon as they get there, I can just sort of bang it all back together. Just need a few fixings and that, but I can get them. And then that'll be it. 2 Lambrettas. Yeah, and then like in the future, who knows, you know, if you go to rallies and things like that, when I've done a few more, eventually it'll come to the point where I'll start spotting them out and about, which would be great. Just to say, look, I built that scooter. But obviously in my time I'm sort of just donating for free. I can't expect to make any money. If I paid myself like fucking 5 pence an hour, I'd still be behind. When all's said and done. A lot of wind about as well today. Definitely misfiring. Yeah, it's definitely misfiring at the top end. It's quite hard to describe, to be honest, what's going on there if you don't really know motors and Lambrettas, which I'm assuming some of you do. So it's sort of, it just revs out really nicely. You've got a constant, you know, and then you sort of get a, if you know what I mean. That might sound a bit strange, but if you know engines, you'll sort of get what I mean by that, hopefully. You know, rather than just a constant solid purr, it's sort of misses a little bit, which is just fucking terrible. So what that means is basically I need to buy a new stator plate. You can get them fairly cheaply, like I was on about with the other Lambretta that I did. The entire electronic kit for that was like 120 quid, which is flywheel, stator, what is it, regulator, and the other fucking thing that's name escapes me. Thanks for watching as usual. Subscribe, give it a thumbs up if you think it's thumbs up worthy, and I'll see you on the next one.